Welcome back. We're going to continue with Thaumaturge. It's interesting the background change because now we have the next Salutor. Yeah, we got to Warsaw, so well we got our Salutor. Is it actually the what was it? Yeah, Bukavash. That's actually named that. Okay. We don't know the other ones yet. Okay, actually I have to examine on the other side. Interesting. Ooh, can I go down here? I can. Oh, actually I think I'm supposed to. So never mind. Yeah. I want to interact with things if I can. But I guess not. Okay, I guess we're going down the stairs anyhow. Ooh. I got point. I don't really know what to give. I'm debating getting one of these. Action reaction. Agony. Because like if I go into the suffering route, sorry. Hello? There we go. Okay. Right click. I can drag. Or do I boost mind? Because I actually don't have any mind points. I say we wait. Daily Courier. Courier? Courier. The latest news. The Chief of Police of the City of Warsaw hereby informs the general public that, in connection with their Majesty's visit, the number of units patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. In particular, constables will look out for the group of groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares, to protect against thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Yesterday, near Marska Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanding that thaumaturgy be punishable by death. The protesters were intoxicated and started to fight with a police unit dispatched on parole. Okay. Wanted notice. To all police station chiefs of Warsaw, beware of whatever that guy's name is, leader of the Shiv's gang, recently seen near Wierzybawa Street. Description: blonde hair, blue eyes, round face, sizable stature. Distinctive marks, dark circles under his eyes, signifying exceptional anger. He's a thief and murderer, particularly active in the Ski area. Whoever notifies the authorities of his whereabouts or contributes to his apprehensions shall be rewarded. Okay. Anti-thaumaturge leaflets. Citizens, beware of the thaumaturges who act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy, and thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children from these degenerates waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocent minds and souls. Let's get rid of these parasites. Recent research shows that thaumaturge brains are burned out from thoughts that go against nature. Hence, they cannot be treated equally to normal people. Let's act now before it's too late. Yeah, that definitely seems like a good study. The Country Weekly Magazine. Change of Warsaw's Governor General. Today, the Supreme Order of August 28th was announced. The Governor General of Warsaw, commander of the Warsaw Military District, Adjutant General Maximovich, will be released from his current duties while retaining the title of Adjutant General. He will be replaced by second in command Adjutant General Scallon. Okay. So this place really hates us. That's good to know. The Warsaw Courier. Their Majesties have arrived. When this issue of the Courier is in your hands, the ancient city of Warsaw will be received as most distinguished guest. His Majesty Nikolai II, the Emperor of all of Russia, the King of Poland and Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Sarnia Alexandria Fyodorvina will arrive in our city this afternoon. This will be the royal couple's first visit to Warsaw on this long-awaited and joyous occasion. Our cities have taken up a festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festons of flowers and greenery. An entire area that the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to their majesties on behalf of Warsaw and all of the kingdom. And with that vow of loyal allegiance, Polish hearts send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desires and lasting comfort. These arise from His Majesty's words, who declared in his grand manifesto that his ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all his loyal subjects, and to discern all his loyal subjects' needs. These gracious words of the sovereign have become a source of comfort for the people of the Kingdom of Poland. In the name of that comfort, the Polish people under Russian rule are happy to greet His Majesty today, trusting their substantial needs will be recognized and ready for civic and public services. Sure. Hello? Oh, no, there's a leaflet. Brothers, the 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in Germany and English factories, and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike, put down your tools, and join the fight for our future. We complain about 7.5 hours. There's supposedly the peasants during near the end of the Middle Ages were working like half the year. Only half the year. Compared to our, full year. Menu, borscht or broth, fruit soup, pottage with crayfish, goose and jelly, jelly, goose and jelly too, young turkey, Romanian lettuce, pan-seared, saffron milk cups, cucumber salad. Okay, just a random menu. That doesn't go anywhere. Okay, we leave. You see that? No, I didn't read that. I was looking away.
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
It's also lagging
These are
again.
troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here.
No wonder I'm not.
That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
Yeah, we'll say yes.
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Sure.
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
I'm assuming that's arrest. Oh, guess we're fighting.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Polyaki. We want that rebel. The loudmouth.
Damn.
Did you just drop a bullet?
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Say that you think she took you for one of her lackeys. Oh, yeah, keep going into our
That
prow.
seems more like a job for the servants, young lady.
Go ahead. Look down.
Ah, bullet casings. Or bullets.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
That's a
You
war
can't
crime.
handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go.
Okay, so she knows what we
Or
are.
I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely,
What's easier to check?
I'm going to take a look around.
Okay. Well, we can start by pulling or examining stuff. Police barrier. Police barrier meant to help with keeping order during the rally. The seemingly ordinary barrier carries the memory of a hand whose firm grip represents the determination of the one who controls it. It was the gendarme commander who set up the barrier, carrying in his heart a desire to return to the warmth of his home. All he needed was a scapegoat. Pistol bullets. Bullets that fell from under the woman's dress, scattered on the pavements. Small bullets carry big emotions, hope, because they were meant to benefit the cause. Fear, which in these difficult times makes its way to even the hardest of hearts. And determination, a companion of courage, without which it would be impossible to face reality. Each bullet was hidden in the nook and crannies of the undergarments with care and precision, just like the previous time and the time before that. This is nothing new for the person who took the risk. Okay, interesting.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Poliak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, scrum. Dawaj.
Some here eludes you. That's a proud answer. Is it something
Still
from
haven't
Mother?
squealed on me?
No.
I'm going to take a look around.
Is there anything from the crowd? No. Sergeant?
Did the corporal tell you we're going to shoot?
Okay. What about the other guy? Corporal.
Did the corporal tell you we're going to shoot?
Okay. Invoke your last name.
Sergeant, I didn't want to do this, but my name is Viktor Shulsky.
Shulsky or Smolsky, I don't care.
We'll make an example of you for the rest of these bastards.
Oh, I guess we're fighting. Improve Thaumaturge. Nah, I don't care. We should be fine. Select yourself a suitor. You can preview both you and your suitor skills. It will help you plan your attack. Oh, salutator, sorry. Summoning another salutator. You can summon another salutator at any time. A green frame around the salutator's image means they are exceptionally efficient in a fight with a given enemy. Read the description above the salutator to find out why they will be useful at this moment. That's weird. Okay. Make it lose focus instead of taking damage. Oh, also. I guess we do that. Focus. Deprivation will be more effective against his enemy. Is it? Really? I mean, he is 6. I can't really do much about that, but I guess I can take away his focus. Or one of us can. I will break him. And he can lose his attack. I want to punch this dude. Because we might lose his attack from it. Damage. Ow. 25. Okay, let's punch him. Break him. They'll heal me. Which is nice. I will kill him. I guess I could do Bloody Presence. Target's health points to determine how much damage the skill inflicts. The more health points, the higher the damage. Yeah, okay. I guess I could do a quick attack. Because I'm not getting through his focus. That's a lot of focus. Should be healing. Oh, see, that broke his attack. Eight health. That's good. That guy has a gun. Traits. Enemies can have traits that can have a trait that makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions, and they can be disabled. Disabling traits. To disable an enemy's trait, attack them with a salutor that belongs to the same dimension as a trait. Note that you don't have. If you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Okay. So you reduce taking damage by 80%. There is zero reason to try and take away all your focus, so I'm just gonna punch you. And heal from it. Why did I use my gun? Trait disabled. Nice. Okay, now we can just shoot him a bunch. And heal at the same time. I find it weird that we use a gun if he has a gun. Oh, I didn't heal from that at all. Interesting. Ah, whatever. Well, so much for that. What's the point of giving me a fight that I can win?
Name?
If I lose at the end anyhow.
Shulski. Victor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
Okay. Interesting. Revolutionary leaflets. Oh, we already read this one. Sup, wise guy.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
What does that mean?
know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. What did they put such a swell in jail for?
Probably convinced that you were brawling with Russian
I
soldiers.
showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
Admit that you don't understand the question.
I don't really get what you're asking.
Good thing you're asking and not just running your mouth, like some people. The question is, do you got a backer in town? You set up with somebody?
What does that
Do
mean?
you work for somebody?
Introduce yourself. Ask who sent them. No, introduce yourself.
My name's Viktor Shulsky, and I work on my own behalf.
All right, respect.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Now them, I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
That's a
Is my
question.
foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
Looks can be deceiving.
You should not judge a book by its cover.
A tough guy, like a real Warsaw lad.
I was born here. Now I've come home.
Welcome to Warsaw.
Now we talk to Wendy.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
A Wenda.
You got away from the
Venda.
station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
Ask if she got rid of her ammunition.
You'd better tell me if you managed to get rid of your ammunition.
If I hadn't, I'd already be locked up at the Citadel. I admit your behavior did successfully distract the Ruskies.
You're welcome.
All right then. What's such a gorgeous hairy mug doing in a crummy place like this?
Ask who she
We've got
is.
a little time to kill. Maybe now you can tell me more about yourself. You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find pulls like you useful.
What do you mean useful?
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
Find out more about her
What exactly
acquaintances.
do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
I'm afraid all these screws might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
Shulsky!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Another meeting. Fearless Vonda. the smuggler of bullets, proposed a meeting at Burke-Rodlitz's. Vonda. The woman I met during the kettling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Clearly, it wasn't the first time she'd done that. Unfortunately, this time, the garter didn't hold, and the bullets fell into the pavement. Maybe fate will have us cross paths again. We'll meet at Blitz's for jam donuts.
Shulsky, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Thanks. First ask why you're being released so quickly.
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Thank you.
So it's a guy. Though that's not really that surprising, I guess, but it does narrow it slightly down. Victor's file. I have my own file. Vonda's file. I think the girl's been here before. No, when recruiting for the gendarmerie, I don't know what that is. It is recommended to reject the following candidates immediately. Persons related to rebels and troublemakers, Jews, thaumaturges. Any deviation from these instructions must be well argued. Yeah. Good old Europe during... Actually, I guess that's before World War I. Wanted list. 1002, Maria Berkowa, 54 years old, residing in Warsaw, Old Prague, accused of complacency in stealing 2,000 rubles worth of Dutch pomade. Wanted description. Short in stature, black hair, small hazel eyes, 3 scars on right leg. Warsaw, August 3rd, 1905. 1003, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Serving time in prison on Zinal Street. Escaped from the hospital on Pokorna Street, where he was treated on August 2nd, 1905. Description: tall in stature, frail, small round face, dark hair, small black eyes, small flat nose, 19 years old. It doesn't say why he was serving, but I guess it's just like escape that he's wanted for. 19 years old, son of whatever, formerly residing in whatever on... Oh no. Those are W's, aren't they? Vuka Street, accused of stealing fowl and fled in uncertain direction. Okay. Wanted notice. We already know this one, actually. I thought that was like a heart on the back of its thing, but I think it's like a dragon. Actually, it's probably the double eagle. Polish double eagle. Or, I think it's Polish. Stanislav obituary. Oh, that's my father. Stanislav Zolki? Zolski? Widely respected citizen, thaumaturge, philanthropist, entrepreneur, father, and husband. Died suddenly on August 31st at the age of 64. A service for the repose of his soul will be held at St. Charles Borromeo Moe Church on Saturday, September 7th at 11 o'clock. To which his daughter would like to invite all relatives, friends, and acquaintances. So we're probably in September. We can't get into there. Orders. During the time of our gracious Tsar of all Russia's visit to Warsaw, it is necessary to enhance the sense of security. Therefore, I ordain that the number of patrols must be doubled. All station chiefs are required to comply with the orders immediately. A legible signature. Okay, interesting. That's locked. Can't get in. And we were over here. I'm gonna hold on to the points until I have, like, something I can't do. Because, like, the fights are easy at the moment. So it wants me to go that way, so I'm gonna go the opposite way. See if there's anything useful. I can't go in there. Well, that's something. Propaganda brochure. The sewers of the city of Warsaw are a tool used by Judaism and charlatans to destroy Polish agriculture and exterminate the Slavic population living by the Vistula River. The complete harmlessness of cloacal waste to humans is evidenced by the booming health of the workers, specifically those engaged in cleaning the lavatories and the suburban farmers, who mostly rely on human fertilizers. It's probably rely. Even during the spread of epidemic diseases. So what room is there for the existence of these disease-causing microbes? You've probably dreamed up in the empty head of tabloid writers or the perverse brains of the ill-willed. Amidst the mature and hay, among the cattle and the simpletons, the eternal wisdom has descended upon mankind. A mankind corrupted by the theories and doctrines of pure reason, by the devices and constructs of capitalism, by the skullduggery and extravagance of the Jews, and it used supernatural signs to guide the monarchs and the wise men to welcome the future savior of the world in a poor thatch in Bethlehem. Yeah, and male excrement is male. Human excrement is perfectly safe. Yep, definitely. No, actually, I'm going in the right direction again. I can't go into any of the shops yet. Or buildings. Won't let me. So I guess we probably should be heading the correct direction. Oh, okay. Pick up ball card. Carnival ball at the public casino. Before midnight. The Polonaise? Waltz. Sure. After midnight. Sure. But I don't have money. Do I collect money? I don't think I collect money. Oh, wait. I have money, but it doesn't say how much I have. So, like, I don't know why I would go to a casino. Oh, yeah, we are supposed to be seeing our father. That's right. It would make sense that we go to a... Ooh, hello. Advertisement. Something's funeral parlor in Warsaw, 16 Targowa Street. Offers first-rate decorations and equipment. Arranges funerals, ranging from the humble to the most extravagant. Very low prices. Brochure. The Grand Derby on Pol Mokotowski. October 5th. Starts at 2 p.m. Sure. Whatever that means. Oh. Paintings. Street paintings. Or I guess it's a drawing. There's a thing I can use. Oh, no. I can just read. Note with an advertisement. Men's tailor, Roche, whatever, accepts all manner of tailoring work offering the lowest price, possible prices. Expect thoroughness, tastefulness, and diligence from the start of the to the finishing touch. Live in Brosna Street. Entry from the front. And more closed doors. Oh. I can catch a tram, though. They had trams then? Huh. I don't know, for some reason that makes me think of, like, I don't know, World War II. Not, 1905. I mean, it is only a few years apart, and trams aren't all that complex. Wait, aren't trams... I guess they don't have to be electrical based. Oh, and we do have electricity. Never mind. I'm dumb. Obituary notice. The late Francis Zook Lemantel went to be with the Lord following brief yet painful agony, having received the sacraments on August 18th. Isn't that close to when my dad died? Or was that August 31st? 1905, at the age of 65. The bereaved family has asked all relatives and friends to join them at the funeral service held at St. Anne's Church on August 25th. Why was ours so late? Because ours was, September? 11 o'clock, followed by the transfer of the body to the family tomb. Parish announcements. Votive service in honor of Our Lady of the Rosary for the intention of the brothers and sisters of the fraternity, sure, of the Holy Rosary. Holy Mass, which will be followed by the reception of the Litany of Loreto, with a prayer for the conversion of sinners. Also have 3 points now, just from, like, reading things, mainly. Oh, I guess 2 of those are. Whole lot of XP. Stanislav's obituary. Yeah, this is the one. Died August 31st. Never mind. Was not close. It would make sense that, like, both in August, because, like... Also, it said something about his soul on September. Is that not the same as a burial? Those 2 different things. Tomb. Polish stage artist. It's 18. White rose on the grave, so it's true that they say about the tragic love story. Here lies Jan, whatever, our dear friend. In 1891, he met his end. What he is now lies deep inside. What he was, never you mind. You want to talk to me? I want to go run around the other area because there might be things to read. I don't think I have to do the perception thing. But I feel like I need to just in case. It's probably only when we have that like red circle. Like, why is this area open? I guess there is a door there, so we might need to go there later. I don't know. Sup?
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat. Mordecai
Hayat?
I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
That's how you pronounce that?
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Quip their father didn't have a heart. Proud answer.
We ruled out any coronary causes since the doctors couldn't confirm whether the deceased had a heart.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid
I
farewell.
don't know if that's a
to your
proud answer. But okay. Sup?
I think I ought to arrest you, Thaumaturge.
Ask why.
I haven't done anything, officer. What's the problem?
I barely recognize you either. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago.
Uncle Voronian?
I will not keep you. The guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Okay. We go see my sister.
Sister?
Victor,
Another
I'm
point.
so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad to. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
Change the subject. Ask if your mother knows about your father's death. Don't mention you were in jail. Admit you were in jail. Yeah, why not?
I took a short trip to a Warsaw jail.
What? Are you joking? During the funeral? Are you alright?
Everything's fine, don't worry. Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family
What do
events
you mean her
like this.
style?
It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone.
I'm sorry, there was
I
a
suppose
second
you've
half
got
of
your
that
own
that just
matters
got
to
cut
clear.
off. Something about the uncle. Stay to say goodbye to your father.
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago.
Read the obituary.
After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth. The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 saluters.
Say goodbye.
I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia because she wasn't born a boy. Me because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
Man. Say you interrupted your moment of personal reflection. Yes, we only do proud if we can.
Of my beloved father.
You tricked me. I heard something else. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it?
That's nice
Perhaps
burn to your face.
Has happily come to an end, I hope.
Point out that's none of his business.
With all due respect, this is my personal business. It was my father who knew you, not me.
True. Please forgive me. I meant no harm. Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kaniechkin. Ivan Kaniechkin. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had.
Oh, hello.
I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
Sure. It's another family member.
Great-grandmother Josefina,
Ah.
a Thaumaturge. Grandpa Nikodem, a Thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
Okay. So then I guess we go back to our family home.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
No, go away.
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Szulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple. Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
Yeah, fair enough.
I suggest you leave. Otherwise, I'll overlook your womanhood and make sure you can never pronounce a single syllable correctly again.
You'd permit that to happen, Judge? Maybe I should write about this.
And who would let you print it?
Someday the press will get the Russian boot off its neck, Judge.
I'm afraid none of us will live to see the day, my
What in the world is with that
Come on,
horse?
children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Agree.
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
The lawyer. Our cousin. Is there anything to read? You know, because I definitely need more points. Ah, fine. We'll go in. We'll take a slightly different route to get there, but... everything's still, like, closed, so... I mean, it makes sense. It's night.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna
Oh,
dear.
wait. Lawyer
Let
for the will.
guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Make cocoa for Ligia.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Agreed. Oh, never mind. That's a front door. I thought that was a front door. Oh, that's a garden. Of course. Why are there people out here? It's raining. Uncle? Ooh. Hello. Hi, Dad. Father's portrait. The portrait depicts father in his twilight years. The serious expression on his face, the proud posture, and the grimoire in his hand, combined with the dark background and lack of embellishments. It all reflects the strictness and pragmatism he always had. Good old Stanislav. However, a faint red streak can be seen around his figure. Apparently, artists are particularly sensitive to seeing things that usually escape the human eye. This one should receive double emolument for capturing the thaumaturgic aura. Sup, cousin?
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia! Forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
Good talk. The Warsaw carrier Courier Evening Extra. Here is the latest news on the riots of the disrupted His Majesty Emperor Nikolaev's second speech today. Nicola the Second. A moment after our gracious Emperor announced Georgy Skalon as the new Governor General of Warsaw, a group of troublemakers started yelling most disgraceful slogans. Despite reinforced security, there was a scuffle. The gendarmerie were quick to get the situation under control. However, a few people were injured, including 2 policemen who came to help. 30 people charged with public nuisance and brawling were taken into custody. Okay, so they're very pro-Russia. Interesting. Basement. Grazina's liqueur recipe. Quince liqueur with amber. Pour a pot of ripe, dully picked quince fruit into a 4-gallon demijohn. What in the world is a demijohn? And pour in a light cooled syrup with 6 pounds of sugar and 2 gallons of water. That's a bit of sugar. But I guess it is quince fruit, which is fairly sour. Add 10 pieces of amber. Okay. Stir perfectly. Okay, just stir perfectly, yep. And add half a gallon of your best spirit. Seal and place in a moderately warm place out of the sun for 10 days. Stir several times per day. Shaking the demijohn. After 10 to 12 days, when the clumps have sunk, the liquid is completely clear. Pour into bottles, cork tightly, and keep in a cool, dry cellar. Hi, Uncle.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
Yeah, I got the
think
recipe.
You mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
You want me to?
I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
Treasure. Read. 365 dinner recipes for 5 zlots by Luciana C. Capon or poulet with sausages? Clean and pluck the capon. What in the world is a capon? While warm, I guess it's probably a bird of some type. Burn off the remaining feathers and knots over the fire. Slice off the giblets to add them to the broth. Rinse salt throughout and roast on a spit while coating with butter. When finishing roasting, put a large spoonful of sausage butter inside. Sprinkle the top with breadcrumbs. Douse in liquid butter and fry in the pan. If you don't have sausages, a piece of butter with pepper will do. You can also put the sausage butter in the capon once it is on the platter. Sausage butter. Never heard of a thing. Who's this bust of? Bust of Morana. Morana? The stern countenance resembles that of a human, but the callous gaze shows no trace of human emotions. The Queen of Winter scrutinizes you, sending a shiver down your spine. Makes you think of the words. If you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. Okay. There's a painting. Mother's portrait. A portrait of mother from her youth. She stands proud, wearing a white dress and a silk scarf thrown over her exposed shoulder. Her long, dark hair flows down her back. She glances at the view with a piercing smile. Bare skin and the frivolous hairstyle. That's not how I remembered her. Lydia as a young, unkept maiden. It's hard to believe. This shocking vision of the painter must have been created in a previous era, a time when hearts were stirred with violent emotions. Poems were created to the sound of a storm. Love stories had to end tragically, etc., etc. Father actually commissioned such a painting. They must have been rich then. Oh. Quince liqueur with amber. A small bottle of quince liqueur with amber. A beverage for true connoisseurs. The bottle exudes the sweet aroma of quince and the sincere joy of an upcoming meeting. It is a beverage that brings people together and sweetens the bitterness of everyday life. An element of a ritual that people could eagerly indulge in. Oops. Plus a bottle of wine from Sovereign France, an expensive beverage popular among the aristocracy. The wine carries the aroma of peaches, apples, and a certain amount of conviction that a relationship between two people is beginning to take on a romantic edge. A beverage enjoyed by the upper crust, given to a man by a woman. Pinot Noir d'Origine. A bottle of red wine from the United States. Hard to get. An inability to articulate brought on by a great surprise clings to the bottle. It was difficult to mouth even a word of gratitude for the unique gift. Words got stuck in the throat despite the adoration for this particular liqueur. It is a favorite beverage, but an unwelcome gift. Florian's bottle. Every bottle found in the Silvalski's cellar contains an incredible beverage. Uncle Vorony wouldn't disregard any of them, but he wants a quince. He's over here.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Oh, there's a pig. Liqueur. Red wine, white wine. No, liqueur.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to, and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
Propose your own toast.
May the ground be soft, Father. I'm not betting there's an afterlife.
You missed your mouth, but okay.
Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Join the reading with Will.
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Szulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaclav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888.
Good year
in the
to do it.
name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
Yeah. We always pick pride.
Excuse me, but could we get to the details?
Victor.
I think we all want to address more temporal matters, don't we?
In theory...
Would you be so kind?
Of course. Here we are. All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Ask if your mother is getting
Now,
anything.
Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
Such long names. Congratulate them both and say you'll wait in the kitchen.
I wish you
Proud
success
option.
with your business and your hunting. I'm going to have something to eat before heading off.
Just a moment yet, Mr. Szulski. Your name is also mentioned here.
A last-minute plot twist.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Szulski, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I
It's
ask?
unknown where it is.
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Szulski used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting
Guess he was fighting something. Ask about your father's death.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then...
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
Okay, ask about the missing grimoire.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion.
But why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Okay, find out.
Where did it happen? Where was
Where?
this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
Emphasize that karma comes back.
He died as he lived, miserably. He couldn't have met a more fitting end after what he did to me. What he did to the Niedzic's family.
You've got to know that Papa felt guilty, even if he didn't say so outright. I'm not going to defend him, but I can't criticize him either. Even I don't know what really happened back then with Abauritze.
An accident is what happened, and Father treated two kids like the worst disgraces in the world. As if it had been premeditated.
When a person dies so suddenly, their unfinished business remains. We'll never learn what Stasio carried in his heart.
What do you intend to do?
Sure.
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one
Store?
of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at our, well, my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check there too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
Fair
As
enough.
you wish.
Okay.
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Well, gotta go find our dad's
Goodbye,
grimoire.
Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Thanks, sister. Okay. We're gonna do this next time, though. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's getting late. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye.